What's up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8, Papa Zulu November here, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. And on today's show, I'm going to give you 5 reasons not to be scared of the FENG. All right, so a lot of controversy surrounds this radio in ham radio. You know, you got a lot of the old timers and hardcore hams that are like, this is junk, don't get it, it's just garbage, blah, 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 blah. It's got spurious emissions and all this stuff. Okay, it does have spurious emissions, but I'm going to give you 5 reasons why not to be scared of this radio. All right, so reason number 1, when you first are thinking about getting into ham radio, you're not 100% sure this is going to be the hobby for you. You know, why would you want to go out and spend $400 for a radio like the Yaesu FT3DR? You know, that's what I use on a daily basis. But why would you want to do that when you can spend $30 on the FENG, the baofeng? FENG is what I call it. But I mean, $30, sometimes $25, and you can get this radio. And you know, you take your technician license, and you can get on the air and start practicing and seeing if this is something for you. That's reason number 1. Reason number 2, again, it's kind of on the price. These things are super easy and super cheap to upgrade. Like example, this one here, it's got the extended battery. Let's hold these side by side for you here. Got the extended battery. It's got an extra long antenna, and it's dirt cheap. As a matter of fact, I could get this radio with the extended battery and the extra long antenna for cheaper than I could get a backup battery for my 3DR. So that's another good reason. Reason number 3, if you're into promoting ham radio at all, a lot of groups like prepper groups, patriot groups, school groups, and stuff like that, they're more likely to spend $30 on a radio than $400 on a radio. And you know, I know there's cheaper radios than $400. I'm just saying, once you start stepping up and once you get used to the radio, you're going to spend more. And we'll get into that in just a second. But you know, a lot of these groups, matter of fact, you know, I teach self-defense classes and tactical classes sometimes. And when they ask me about radios, I tell them, this right here, start with this. See if it's for you, and then move from there. So, reason number 4, if you like to ham radio like me, adventure style. For example, when I do 2-meter kayak, this radio, I'm not going to drop my 3DR in the water. If I'm, you know, doing rock climbing or something like that, this radio, I'm not going to drop my good radio off the cliff. Anything that I'm going to do that has the possibility of me damaging my good radio, I'm going to pack this radio. It's just simple. If I drop it, I'm out $30. I'm not out $400. And reason number 5, this is the gateway drug right here. This is what gets it all started. You get this radio and you take your technician license, just like me. I took my technician license, actually took it to honor my dad because he always wanted me to get my ham radio license. And when he passed, and you know, I was in prepping groups and stuff like that. I already had this radio, already had 2 of these radios, but I didn't know how to use them. So I went and I got my technician's license, and I started using this radio. And then I started upgrading the radio. Already the gateway drug. Then a little bit later, I got me a DMR radio. and I got more and more hooked. Then I got me the FT3DR. It had fusion, it had APRS, a lot more stuff to it. Then I got my HF ticket, and although I had Dad's old Kenwood, I got me a Yaesu 991A and started doing parks on the air. And I already want to buy a Yaesu FTDX10. So this radio right here was my gateway drug. This is what started it and got me addicted. And I'm now super, super addicted to it. And that's 5 good reasons not to be scared of the FENG. I mean, you're going to get some slack from some of the guys that are radio snobs. They got to have the best of everything. And, you know, if you don't want to deal with that, go ahead and instead of spending, $30, get you a $100 radio and start with that. But if you're really not sure that it's something you're going to want to do, and you're not worried about what people say, because I could care less what people say, I'm going to grab one of these and I'm going to get started with it. I'm going to take this kayak, and if I drop it in the water, I drop it in the water. I'm out $30. I've got 3 or 4 more of these laying around, and because I like to do adventure radio, and adventure radio can be dangerous. So radio's about fun. It's not about, oh no, this guy won't like me because I have a FENG. Who cares? Plenty more people will. All the radio people that I hang around, they all have FENGs. We all got them for one reason or another. Even the people that have the most expensive radios. It's like if you're trying to get your family into ham radio, they're more likely going to spend $30 than $100, and then get them hooked. Give them the gateway drug. That's what it's all about. Ham radio and having fun. So don't be scared of what people's going to say. Don't be scared of the FENG. If you like this video from Ham Radio Adventure Guy, click up here in the corner and watch another one. And while you're at it, click down here in the corner and subscribe. Make sure and smash the like button and follow us on all social media sites. And if you found value in this video and want to throw a tip in the tip jar, that would be awesome too, to keep our adventures going. But as always, I hope to catch you on the air soon. And thank you for sharing my adventure with me.